They deprive us and they take everything. No good road, no good hospital, no good school. ASU, go strike today, come back tomorrow. Everything jaga jaga, and people are dying. Many people, mosquito killing people, accident everywhere, insecurity here and there. People are crying daily and every day. And the man Nnamdi Kanu said to himself, I will not remain a son of a rich man. My father is a king, and I have gone to the best school in London. I will not stay there. I must talk about my people, the freedom of the people in Nigeria, the freedom of the people Arewas, the freedom of the people Oduduwa, the freedom of the people Biafra, the freedom of the people Fulanis. He wants everybody to be free. He's fighting for you, fighting for everybody. This is not about Biafra. So people now confused and now begin to say, hey, Biafra divide. Hey, no. Good governance, right position. But a situation where people say they don't want good governance, they don't want the people to be free. That's why people now say we agitate to separate. It's a simple arithmetic. You need to look at these things and read it well and understand the key. Understand the key. I cannot live in your house and you now torment me in your house and want me to remain in that house. I will pack out of the house and go to my own house. So that is why the Lord now caused the major prophet of God to take it as a project and begin to pray. This prayer continues. And in the realm of the spirit, I begin to see this Peter will be now cutting up with the major prophet of God. But I will not say anything until the Lord has finally given me the answer to what I am asking the Lord. When I ask, the Lord should answer me, because I will not put my leg where I will not come out. I will not put my head where God said, don't put your head. I will not follow the road that leads to destruction. The Bible says, ways has been made, the way to life and the way to destruction. Choose ye this day where to follow. And the songwriter wrote the song say, I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back. Hallelujah. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back. Choose it this day where to follow. The way that leadeth to life and the way that leadeth to destruction. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back. Hallelujah. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back. Rakatoske de la Mrakudishi Katala Rabadokoske Telegoroso Mrakatoshka de la Baradi. I say, I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back. In the realm of the spirit, there's what's called a divine project. And one thing I want you to know is what's called divine project. Divine project is that project of a man coming out to say, I want to change change the situation of things. I want to shine the light. I want to prove the world that something is doable. I want to show the world that this is my right and the right of my people. When a man comes out to sacrifice his money for the betterment of others, it's a divine project. When a man comes out to stand for his people, it's called a divine project. When a man gives himself to the Lord, to serve the Lord, like a major prophet of God is doing, it's called a divine project. And when you are a divine project, you don't bother about anything. You do what God has asked you to do. Those that believe in you, they will support you. Those that love good things will make sure they put the support to what you are doing. If it is need of money, they will give you money to support what you are doing so that you continue with the divine project. If it is what is called a prayer, people will commit themselves to pray. If I tell you the level of what's called spiritual intercession that we have entered into what's called the good governance and what's called the best of the people of Nigeria for the people, because of the pains that people are passing through, because of the cry, because of the suffering that you go to the street, you see people suffering every day by day, you cry. Then people like a major prophet of God, we are ashamed when we are prophesying to Americans, we are prophesying to the people in UK, we are prophesying to the Europeans, we are prophesying to all over the world, and it's coming to pass. But the country where we find ourselves, where we come from, is dying. We cannot keep quiet. We must continue to bombard the spiritual world. If care is not taken, we will tore the spiritual realm. We will cause what is called the spiritual to now turn to physical. And that is what the project is, handling spiritual matters. Handling matter spiritually. It doesn't matter. We can decide now to bust the spiritual realm, and the physical and spiritual will join together. And this is why when people are trying to follow matters, carnality, and using flesh, you see what is called divine project. You see when God is with a man and you are struggling with that man, you will miss up. You will miss the road. You will crash on the way. This is why people can come out. They will not bring out their money. Somebody will bring out his money to sponsor him, to support him, to campaign for him, and make sure the person become there. This is why somebody will come out and say something about these people. Everybody will support him and be at his back. Because a celebration will soon come. Everybody, we are going to celebrate. And when the time comes, if we like, we can buy cows and kill cows and celebrate that blessing that is coming. Don't forget, freedom on our way, blessings on our way. I can see favor on our way, blessings on our way, freedom on our way, blessings on our way, celebration on our way, freedom on our way, favor on our way, blessings on our way. I see blessings on our way, miracle on our way, favor on our way, blessings on our way, freedom on our way, freedom on our way, blessings on our way, miracle on our way. Blessings on our way, miracle on our way, blessings on our way, favor on our way, blessings on our way. Freedom on our way, 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 is talking about. Because when somebody is willing for what's called divine project, you must know what's called divine project. Divine project is that pursuit that somebody has made himself a sacrifice. When a man makes himself a sacrifice to fight evil and to stand for what's called goodness and right, heaven takes over. And God takes over. Matters are settled spiritually and physically. So I want you to continue to trust the Lord and continue to have faith, because I don't know why some things are coming before the major prophet of God to now have what's called a spiritual supervision on those matters. This matter is what's called a spiritual divine project. And so we must continue to pray, let the will of God and what God has prepared for us be given and be done in the name of Jesus. God is God and God is not a man. And God will finish what he has started. God has never started anything and ended it halfway. What the Lord cannot do does not exist. It is only God and God alone that can do all things. There is nothing impossible with God that I serve. Our God is a good God and knows what to do for his children at all times. So this is what's called divine project. What you're seeing happening this time around is called divine project. And any man or woman fighting it, I want to say what is in the realm of the spirit. Okoko ntike. Okoko ntike. Na nuife ni tofele. Rakatosha and Kadalus Tekradila. It's good when I preach and when I speak all this grammar. I go to what is called the native language. Go to dialect to now bring it. Okukuntike na nuife di tofe. Ijijintike ne sozu ananili. So the meaning of that is any man with what's called the oil on his head. You see, this thing you are seeing on my head, this thing is called the ordination of a bishop. I'm an ordained reverend. I'm a bishop. You see, this is what's called ordination. This is not just wear a cap. It's bishop ordination. Even as a prophet, called in the ministry, majoring in the 9 spiritual gifts, and also having what is called the 5-fold ministry complete. When you say a man has 5-fold ministry, an apostle, a major prophet, senior apostle, a major prophet, evangelist before now, a pastor, and a teacher of the gospel. And then it comes to what's called the spiritual gift, the 9 spiritual gifts, major in all of them. They're not done by power. It is not by too much education or too much grammar. It is by the grace, the super grace invested in the life of a mortal man to represent the spiritual office of our Father. Because God is not going to come from heaven to the earth and begin to walk on the road to now speak on matters that bother the people. He will use a man. And the Lord said, I search for a man that will stand in the gap for me to use that man and show forth my power and my authority. I am a divine project. I'm not to be abandoned. I am a divine project. I'm not to be abandoned. I am a divine project. I'm not to be abandoned.